wanna rub on my body, but she know that I got a bitch. She don't really care, she fucking for fun. She told me that she want a kid. I told her bitch no, I just wanna fuck. Then I'm leaving, can't stay. Folks got a Glock, he shoot it like Ray Ray. Yeah, you know he gon' spray. Glock, target practice, we don't miss, so bitch, watch what you saying.
The heavy hitters are back, man. Throw your H's up. I'm your boy Jay.
I'm your boy Amity.
Today's episode, as we all know, Roman Reigns just returned at SummerSlam, which I think a lot of people predicted.
Yeah, a lot of people said he was bound to come back at SummerSlam.
Roman Reigns, I ain't gonna lie to you, he's jacked now. He's cut. He's bigger.
Hasn't that been most of the big name guys coming back? I mean, you look at AJ Styles, he was buffed. You look at Randy Orton, he was buffed.
Randy Orton said he's 300 pounds now.
There is no way he's 300 pounds. If he is, he looks good for 300 pounds. I mean, he's 200 and he don't even look like it.
Hey man, I've been putting in work, man.
Or I'm sorry, I have to get ready. He's 205.
I'm 205. You gotta add that extra weight.
I was about to say, if 205 was still thinking, so maybe we get you on 205 Live.
I don't want no parts of that. I'm good. I'm good on the wrestling. Y'all can have that. I like having my body in one piece.
But nonetheless, we saw the return of the OTC, the original Tribal Chief, which begs the question, what's next? We saw him brutalize Solo and then leave.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, like his old shirt said, wreck everything and leave.
4 years ago.
That's what he did. He wrecked everything and he left. Well, he wrecked Solo and then he left. But now, a lot of questions are left unanswered. Do the Usos join back and form this babyface bloodline?
Mm-hmm.
Do we see new members join alongside Roman?
Actually,
what's next?
So let me ask you this, bro. How far do you want to book this thing? Till Mania?
I'd say Mania, yeah.
Okay, so I just need to know what the pay-per-views are leading up to Mania. If you can pull that up, bro.
Okay. I know Bash and Burnland is one of them. I mean, if I see matches happening, I'd say it's probably going to be on their big ones.
Right.
So probably I'd say Survivor Series, TLC ain't a thing no more.
Because I feel like they're both, it's not going to be like a Jimmy and Jay thing where we send Jay to Raw for 6 months. And then I feel like Roman's going to be on SmackDown for some time.
Do you want to book it where it's just Survivor Series, Rumble and Mania?
Actually,
because I feel like that's just damn near what they're gonna do.
All right, let's just book it to let's just book to Survivor Series for now.
Okay.
Because that'd be easier. That'd just be a shorter video.
I think that's 3 months then. I think because we're in August, so
3 months. 3 months.
3 months. Hard to believe we're already in August. I felt like we just started the summer.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. So, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll let you go first.
Of course you want me to go first because it gives you more time to think. It's all good, bro.
Yeah, because I have some stuff off the rip of what I could see match-wise. It's just trying to book everything together.
Okay, cool. I'm going to kick it off. Your boy Jay's going to kick it off. I'm going to kick it off. So, let's start off with the SmackDown after SummerSlam.
So that's coming Friday.
So, Cody Rhodes comes back. Well, Cody Rhodes, he hits the ring. He's like,
insert town name here. What you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, what y'all want to talk about? I had a war, a battle. Obviously, I knew the bloodline was gonna come out. I had my guys, but obviously, we were outnumbered. A certain somebody eventually helped me. Roman Reigns hits the ring. He's like, "Nah, I ain't do this to help you."
I don't know why, but for some reason I see it going different. I feel like Roman's gonna end up opening the show.
Yeah.
I don't know why. That's just me.
But Cody the champion, so we going.
And him pulling his insert city now. Acknowledge me.
So we're gonna have Roman come back. He's like, you know what? Even though I never liked you, I always respected you, and I wouldn't have done none of this stuff. I wasn't authorizing any of this stuff. When Solo was saying I was doing all these things, I wasn't authorizing any of it. Solo, eventually, he broke into my house and he took the Ulafala. We're just going to say he broke into the Roman house and took the Ulafala. Because we could really say Roman got beat up and all this type of stuff, but I don't want to say that. So He formed his own version of Bloodline, which ain't even a real. This ain't even a real group. These dudes ain't even one family for real outside of Jacob. Solo come out. He was like, look, you know.
He tries to save himself, but I feel like he's not.
He's like, man, this fake ass tribal chief. Obviously, Solo is the fake ass tribal chief.
Yeah. Or as Cody put it on Friday, the wannabe tribal chief.
Yeah. Or he called the tongue and some fake ass Usos. No, that was CM Punk. That was CM Punk.
The fake ass Usos and a wannabe tribal chief.
Yeah. So we setting up. Let's see, cause I don't want Solo and Roman to have a match until like, no, they're not gonna have a match at Berlin. So we're getting there. We're gonna fast forward a little bit. Bash of Berlin happens. Solo, the Bloodline ain't on Bash of Berlin because this is still building. It's still building. So
and normally with their B level pay per views, they're like literally 2 weeks later, like after a big pay per view.
Yeah, no, I'm not with that. So we're gonna bypass that. And you know, Roman, he's really trying to get the Bloodline back together. He's trying to get Jimmy and Jay on the same. Well, really Jimmy. Jimmy is the first guy because Jimmy's on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So he's like, you know I I abused you. I know I did what I did. Man, come help me, please. Like, we gotta take down Solo. He's power hungry. Jimmy gonna be like, just like you were? He's like, look, man, it ain't like that. I've changed. I saw, that Ulafala was driving me crazy. That thing that it messes with your mind and all that. Like, that's why I can't wear it no more. And that's why now Solo got it. He think he's
I
going
thought you were
crazy.
gonna say it's like this is us needing to save our bloodline because we have people that aren't even our family.
Yeah,
what's ours.
exactly. So he's trying to get just recruit anybody. He's trying to get LA Knight. LA Knight is like, no, I'm not helping you. He's trying to get Randy Orton. He's like, man, y'all put me out of commission. Y'all ended me. So obviously the Bloodline made a lot of enemies over these few years.
It's like the same thing with Jay, where Jay was trying to stay face and like no one was accepting him at first,
Exactly.
except for Sammy. But.
Exactly. So, nobody's rocking with him. Solo's like, man, you ain't got no friends. You ain't even got no family. You all out here by yourself. So, eventually, we're going forward. Roman and Solo don't have a match for a while. Like, they don't have a match. Roman is just trying to recruit people. So we get to, what's the next pay-per-view? Bash of Berlin. We skip that. What's the next pay-per-view after Bash of Berlin?
It's Bad Blood in October.
Bad Blood. So I got Roman Reigns, and I really don't want to beat this guy already. So, matter of fact, I got Roman Reigns and a partner his choosing.
Yeah, I think it is because it's October 5th.
Roman Reigns and a partner his choosing come back at Bad Blood, and they fight the Tongans. And they run through the Tongans. Like, they're going to be competitive and all that, but...
What you say is Roman just against the Tongans, or...
It's Roman and Jimmy versus the Tongans.
Okay.
And, Solo's trying to interfere, but eventually Roman picks up the win. So he's like, all right, I'm starting to regain the control of the bloodline. This is only part one of the plan.
Do you have the tag titles on the line? Just keep in mind, currently Jacob and Tama are...
Oh, they are.
They're tag champs. It's not Tama and Tonga, because Tonga's...
I forgot about that. Matter of fact, no. As a matter of fact, I just thought about that. No. They're going to lose. Roman and Jimmy are going to lose, because it's going to look... But Jimmy going to get pinned, obviously.
Yeah.
So, it's like, dang. So, it's like, all right. Now we're trying to build... I'm gonna skip a couple. I'm gonna jump right to Survivor Series. So
you have no booking going into Survivor Series. It's just we've just jumped.
Well, cause it's just a lot of months to. I'm like, I ain't got time.
Oh no, the Bad Blood's in October.
Bad Blood's in October,
and then Survivor Series is literally that next month.
Okay, so
you had a month of booking that you just
okay,
skipped.
you're right. So now that the Tongans have beat. Matter of fact, the Tongans have beat Jimmy and Roman, so now there's doubt. Solo's like, man, look, y'all not messing with us, man. Come on now. How about I give y'all another shot at us, at the real bloodline. And, we're gonna settle this in War Games at Survivor Series. So Roman is trying to get a team together. We already know it's Solo, Jacob, and the Tongans.
Yeah, so Tama and Tonga.
You're right, the Tongans. And if we want to do, we're just gonna do the 4 right now. So then we got Roman and Jimmy. And Jimmy's like, man, we really got to get Jay back in here. We need Jay. He's like, I don't know, man. Roman's like, I kind of did Jay so dirty, man. You know, I let
They
that.
both did, but I mean, they both did.
Like, man, it's like, but you know, me and Uso, we the greatest tag team of all time. So for one night only, you know, we gonna do a bloodline reunion. Kind of like how DX did a one night DX reunion.
Yeah.
And he's like, you know, Jay, eventually he's gonna be like, no, I'm not messing with y'all. Y'all know what y'all did to me. You know what you did to me, Roman? You did all this stuff, and you let that Ula Fowler drive you crazy. He's like, you know what, Us? I apologize. Blah blah blah. Let's get it done. Sami Zayn.
Yeah, I could see it be like, look, that was in the past. I know I can't change what I did in the past, but this is who I am now. I'm trying to make up for it, just like you did when you left.
Exactly. So Jay is starting to understand, like, man, maybe my cousin has changed. And you know, Sami Zayn come up like, look, Us, you need to forgive Roman. You know, that's how Sami Zayn is. Always trying to
Sami
forgive.
Zayn's been just forgiving everyone off the Like, he tried to get people to forgive him once he came out of the bloodline.
I'm like, man, look, you Sami Zayn is that dude. So he's like, I'll forgive Roman, and I'm gonna go help the bloodline, and you need to go help your family because that's my family too. He needs to help us because we family, Us. You know, we the ones. He's trying to, you know, he's not really.
It only would have been funnier if, like, after he does it, Jay doesn't say anything, but Sammy just starts doing the...
Yeah. I love that. I love that little... So, you know...
I did rock with that, though, during every segment. It's like, come on, dude.
The bloodline, Roman is like, man, I'm trying to apologize to everybody, but I might have to go this, you know, it might just have to be me and Jimmy. And they willing to go toe-to-toe with the bloodline. And, you know... They in the ring, they talking. All of a sudden, you see them come out the crowd. The bloodline, the new bloodline come out through the crowd. And there's 4, you know, they on each corner.
And then Solo's...
No, wait, matter of fact, they're two are on one side, one is on the other. And all of a sudden, you hear, whoa. So Sammy come down, he get in the ring with them. No, it's the 4 of them on one side of the ring.
Yeah.
Like how it was on that SmackDown when
the
Judgment Day and the Bloodline and all of them. They on one side of the ring. So Sami Zayn, it's like 3, 4, and he's like, yes, we here. So everybody's waiting. They're like, ooh, see, ooh, they're chanting, trying to get Jay. Then you hear, ooh, so then you know, Jay come out doing the stuff. You know, Jay always got to do all this extra stuff before he get in the ring. So
there's a little thing where he's like going like this down the ring, like the little glide.
And there's just a big brawl before Survivor Series. They're beating the hell out of each other. And that's how SmackDown ends.
Yeah, that's right. Is Jimmy out there? It sounded like you only said Roman, Sammy, and then Jay. You didn't mention Jimmy.
Jimmy's there because Jimmy was already with Roman.
Okay.
Because Jimmy and Roman were in the ring game, but when they.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
The way you were explaining it, it sounded as if just Roman was out there.
So all 4 of them, it's a bloodline reunion. Roman eventually, everybody gets knocked out outside the ring. Sami Zayn do a big dive over the top, knocks everybody out. It's just Solo and Roman in the ring. Solo looking around like, turn around, spear. And that's how we end SmackDown. So now we got the War Games match.
It'd be nice if you had Paul Heyman there putting the Ula Fala on the real Tribal Chief. Because you have left Paul Heyman kind of out of it. I thought he would freaking impact.
Maybe I should have put Paul Heyman in there. But he's going to come back.
Well, not in the match, but just he shows up.
So, obviously, you know, the Bloodline come out. They all come out to Solo. Jimmy and Jay come out as the Usos. They come out with the Usos theme song. Sami Zayn come out. Then you hear, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. and I am here. So this is the first time we done seen Paul Heyman since he got
powerbomb
murdered. Since he got murdered.
It's not even he got powerbombed. He died.
Yeah, he was murdered. So it's the first time we've seen him. And I want to introduce to you the greatest of all time. My tribal chief.
The only tribal chief.
The only tribal chief. The original tribal chief. You know, just all this meat right there he been doing for Roman. Roman comes out and and then the aura. He comes out. Solo's losing his mind. For some reason, Roman wants to start the match.
I was thinking that myself, like, does Roman just start it off?
Yeah, Roman starts the match, and, we gonna start him off against, like, Tonga Loa, because Tonga Loa sucked. So, I don't know what he was like in New Japan, but from the way
he was a tag champion with Tama.
But the way WWE presented him, he's just a goofy. So, Roman, he's destroying Tama Tonga. He's making it personal. Like,
you mean Tonga Loa?
Tonga Loa. I said Tonga Loa. So then, Jacob Fatu get in the ring. And he just started destroying everybody. He started destroying Roman. He beating him down. So we gonna skip all that. Solo gets in at last. Everybody's laid out. He thinking he's the man. Solo. Roman comes up, hit him with a Superman punch. Jay super kicks, Jimmy double super kick. He's catching all type of finishes, so he out the equation. Haluva kick, and they ended up pinning Tonga Loa. Roman Reigns spear Tonga Loa, and they win the match. I'm giving Tonga Loa an L because he's like the most useless member of the bloodline. So
this man didn't even get his own title reign with his brother.
Yeah, it's bad. So now that they picked up the win against the bloodline, so we said we booked into Survivor Series, right?
You said to Survivor Series. I was gonna say damn near the Mania, but I mean,
no, we good. So that's kind of how I'm gonna book it. It's nothing too crazy. Just like Roman eventually getting his redemption, and that's how I'm gonna end it.
So some of it's not too far from mine. Some of it is different. I have it where on SmackDown and whatnot, instead of Cody opening up the show, I'm gonna have where Roman comes out, and we'll just say, even though this is probably not true, we'll just say it's in South Carolina or whatever.
Okay.
Comes out, South Carolina, acknowledge me.
Right, he's still doing that. Okay.
Yeah, but it's more of like a baby face, and he'll be like, I acknowledge you guys.
Mm-hmm.
While I was gone, I saw the "We Want Roman" signs. I saw the "We Want Roman," or I heard the "We Want Roman" chants. I was gonna jokingly say he saw the Timu Bloodline poster they had on SmackDown from last Friday.
Hey,
that was funny.
That is, Roman do talk a lot of trash. He probably would say something like that.
So he's like, I didn't forget you guys, and I've been watching what happens, and man, I don't know what the hell's been going on with my bloodline since I left. I got members in there that aren't even my family.
Great.
I got Solo thinking he's the head of the table. No, I'm the head of the table. Yeah, you see me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not having to do that again.
You see me, the tribal chief.
I'm not having to do that again. It would be funny, but no. So it's like, I need to talk to one man. Solo! Solo comes out, has Tongans right behind him, has Jacob Fatu behind him. He's like, Roman, I've been trying to fix what you messed up with our family after Mania. You had one job by the elders, and that was to hold that title. And you lost. You couldn't handle it. So I did. I took the burden. I became the head of the table. I brought in these killers behind me.
Mm-hmm.
My MFT, Tama Tonga. My enforcer, Jacob Fatu. Tongaloa. Because he doesn't have a nickname.
No, he's the infamous.
Or the infamous.
Yeah.
I'm the infamous Tongaloa.
That's crazy. I thought you would have knew that. You the New Japan guy. I thought you would have knew that.
I know he's Tongaloa. I just didn't know he had the infamous attached to his name.
I mean, that's really the Bobby Fish, but okay.
Exactly. So, it was like, these men are making our bloodline relevant. And I was 2 seconds away from doing what you couldn't and beat Cody until you got involved in my match. The match I was supposed to win because I'm the head of the table. And then they just go back and forth and whatnot. And Solo goes, you're all alone. You have no bloodline. They're all behind me. And the ones you had, you turned on. So what now? That's kind of how SmackDown goes for them for that one. And then it's just kind of one of those, like, Roman has a match here and there, like on SmackDown and whatnot, and the Bloodline just keep getting involved. And they keep costing him, they keep beating him down. Roman knows the only way I'm going to get the situation resolved is facing it head on. So he needs help. So, similar to what you did, Jimmy, who has been recently cleared, he reaches out to Jimmy. Or no, I have it where it's like SmackDown for that. The first SmackDown days back, it ends where he's like, takes out his phone, makes a phone call. Hey, can we talk? SmackDown ends. So it leaves everyone wondering, who is he talking to?
I hate stuff like that.
So of course they're gonna let this build for a whole week.
I hate stuff like that.
People on the dirt sheets, they're gonna start trying to wonder and be like, who is he talking to? Is it Jimmy? Is it a new member? Like, who is it? SmackDown gets on the air for wherever they're at. I'll say North Carolina. Screw it. Carolinas are getting SmackDowns right now, I guess.
They getting hella SmackDown. Oh, you ain't giving Chicago nothing.
Well, because if that be the case, we would be there, so we wouldn't be booking that one. We'd be right there. You know, fine, we'll switch it. Next one's in Hershey, Pennsylvania.
The hell?
Just because, whatever. So, keep in mind, I'm not booking all the cities. I'm not, because that would take me forever and a half. So, we're in Hershey, Pennsylvania, or whatever. Roman gets out the car. Starts walking. Jimmy comes in front. You know, Uso, I still haven't forgot what you've done. But you family. So that's why I came. And then he basically gets to talking, you know, like, I can't do this alone. I need my family. It's like, I know I can't get you to trust me now, and I know I can't go back and undo the things I did. Just back then, the power went to my head, and I forgot for 5 minutes. I wouldn't say who my family was, but like the power overseed my family, and I let it go to my head. And you know, Jimmy's like, well, I don't know if I can trust you again, and then walks off. And then you get the camera shot where it pans to their face like they always do. So they advertise Roman is taking on, I'll do Tom DeLoa just for the hell of it, for tonight's main event. So whatnot. So Roman he kind of sits back, kind of has been thinking about the whole thing. Match comes up. He gets victimized.
Who does?
Roman.
Okay.
Roman gets victimized. Jimmy doesn't come out to help. So this kind of is like the trending pattern going forward up until, I'd say it's not the Friday before Bash in Berlin, but the Friday before. So Solo's like, you know what, tell you what, Roman, I'll give you a fair chance. It'll be me and my MFT Tama Tonga versus you, a partner you're choosing, but you don't have anyone that'll help you. Your own family doesn't even want to tag team with you. So they kind of build towards that. Following week comes up where it's that Friday before. Solo says the same thing. It's been a week. I see you still don't have one. Roman, so after that, Roman comes out and says, you know what? If I have to take you on myself, I will. To prove my worth. All of a sudden you hear Born to Be a King playing in the background. So like the piano keys. Here comes Jimmy. Jimmy comes out, stands right next to him. Nothing said. They just do one of those, like, they look at each other. They look at Solo and Tama. Run into the ring. They just start victimizing, you know. Jimmy hits him with a super kick and hits Tama with a super kick and a frog splash. Roman gets Solo with one good spear. Bash in Berlin comes up. Now, of course, bloodline match it's anything but fair.
Absolutely.
So match is going on, kind of going back and forth. Jimmy and Roman start getting the upper hand. Then out of nowhere, Tonga and Jacob had to get involved.
So that ref bump happened.
The ref bump happened. Tonga and Jacob start going at it, victimize. Well, they victimize Jimmy, but then they kind of just take Roman out of the equation and whatnot. Kind of just have him like knocked out in the corner of the ring or something. They hit Jimmy with both of their finishers, gets the pin. So Jimmy takes the pin on this one, not Roman, because Solo's whole thing is he wants Roman to see what has happened.
Mm-hmm.
So he wants Roman to see Jimmy got pinned and the new bloodline is standing over victorious. So we're leading up to Bad Blood. And going into it, the first SmackDown back, Roman's like, thank you, Jimmy, for all that you did. I know you didn't have to do that, but I appreciate you, Uce, for doing what you did. And now I still have unfinished business with Solo. Like, he basically acknowledges and thanks him, but knows he still has to go and handle his business.
Mm-hmm.
So Roman goes on and says, Solo, the only way this is going to get resolved is between me and you. No outside interference. No involvement. So the only way I can have that happen is in one match. A Hell in a Cell match.
It's that type of feud for sure.
I was thinking Steel Cage or First Blood match just because we were on the topic of Bad Blood, but I'm like, yeah. So they lead up to the match. They're going back and forth, just saying, I'm the original tribal chief. Solo saying he is, just the classic back and forth, like, totem pole leadership. Jimmy's there for Roman. Tama, Tonga, and Jacob are there for Solo. Match comes up. They both get in the ring. They're doing their thing. Roman's starting to get the upper hand. All of a sudden, you see them come out. You see Jacob, Tama, and Tonga come out with some bolt cutters.
Oh, they about to do one of those.
Break the chain off, open the door. They just start victimizing the hell out of him. Like, Roman's just getting his ass kicked. And of course, it's no DQ, so it's not like the ref can stop it in this instance. Jimmy comes out, gets the same treatment. Solo hits Roman with a Samoan spike. 1, 2, 3.
He pinned Roman Reigns?
Yeah, he pinned Roman Reigns.
Dang.
So at this point, we're going into Survivor Series War Games now. We're in that month, so we're starting to book. Roman's like, Solo, I know I'm not going to beat you straight up one-on-one. I know I'm not going to be able to beat you in a tag team match. So the only way this is going to get settled, Bloodline Civil War and War Games to figure out who the true tribal chief is. I know you got your 4, but I still need my 4. I already got Jimmy. I just need 2 more.
Right.
So we're going through. Jimmy and Roman are talking. It's like, Uce, we really need Jay. Me and him we're the greatest tag team in the world, longest tag team champions. Like, we need him back. So they work something out where Jay ends up where they end up getting over to Raw to talk to Jay. And Jay, he's hesitant because he's like, you guys both costed me a lot and whatnot. Your family. I'm not doing this for you guys. I'm doing it for our family. So Jay goes over. He styles with him. Now keep in mind, they're still 1 short. So
they got, it's Roman and both the Usos.
Yeah, it's Roman and the Usos. And right now you have Jacob, Tonga, and Solo.
Okay.
However, there's a turncoat in this one. So they come out, he's like, Solo comes out and everything, and they're saying out that Roman comes out with the 2 Usos, and Solo's like, you're still 1 short. He's like, or am I? Wait, no. Jacob Fatu ends up turning on Solo.
Man.
It's like, I brought Jacob Fatu in. You really didn't think I had someone watching while I was gone? So now at this point, Roman's got his team. Solo's now one man short. He looks at Tama. He's like, you guys better fix this. You know who to call to help win this match. Now here is where we get the debut of Hikuleo,
Okay.
their younger brother, or as Tala Tonga as he's going to be. So we finally get to War Games. It's Roman, both Usos, and Jacob Fatu
Okay.
versus Solo, Tama, Tonga, and Tala. Again, I'm assuming his name is going to be Tala Tonga. They keep saying that that's the name that they're going with. But if not, we'll just say Hikuleo for the hell of it. We don't know what his name is yet. So, you have your match going on. You know, you have Tama and Tonga tag teaming on people. You have Jimmy and Jay just hitting super kicks and frog splashes everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it finally gets to the point where Tama, Tonga, and Tala are all laid out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the four of them all surrounding Solo. And Solo's looking around and he's like, oh no.
Whoa.
So then Jimmy, bam, hits Solo with a super kick. Stutters Solo.
Mm-hmm.
Bam, Jay hits him with a super kick. He's still stuttered. Jacob Fatu hits him with, what's his finishing move again? I forgot.
Jacob, has he really wrestled like that?
Is it his thing like a frog splash or something? I have no idea. He likes
do
a
all
frog splash
type of
everywhere.
stuff.
So he hits his finisher, whatever it is, whether it's a whisper in the wind, a frog splash, whatever the hell it was. Keep in mind at this point, Solo, he's moving a little bit, but he's stuttering. He's just all over the place. See in the corner. Ooh.
Yeah.
Bam! Spear. He's laid out. 1, 2, 3.
And who did he pin?
Roman pinned Solo.
Oh, okay.
So the original Tribal Chief pinned, or got the win on the fake ass Tribal Chief. Bam. There you go. The original bloodline with Jacob Fatu gets the win over the fake bloodline, as I'm going to put it.
I like it, man. I like it. This is going to be an interesting thing. Comment down below. I don't know if y'all going to write all the stuff y'all think is going to happen.
I mean, if you want to sum some stuff up, I know people are probably going to say they might see the Usos versus Tama and Tonga. Some people are saying The Rock might get back involved and he's the real leader of the new bloodline. That's Roman and Rock. Jacob could turn on Solo and Jacob and Solo do something.
This is going to be a very interesting few months. Going into...
Do we see another member of the Anoa'i family show up? Does Zilla Fatu finally make his debut? Does he debut in the War Games match? And who knows?
Who knows, man. But that's all I got. You got anything else to say, bro?
Let's just see what happens Friday.
We will see. I'm your boy, Jay.
I'm your boy, Amy.
And we out.